Welcome to Talledega Super Speedway. Our 2020 winner was Ryan Blaney, who's second in our points right now. So, with 200 miles an hour and a 2.66 mile length of a racetrack, this is going to be the race that determines the points. You see earlier's footage of pre-race inspections. We have done Richmond, we have done Bristol, we have done Martinsville. Tempers have heated up, and we're going to see who works together, who doesn't work together, and of course, who's going to leave each other out to dry. I mean, we're going 200 miles an hour. So, without a doubt, let's start this in race command, and let's start today's event here at Talledega.
Pre-race ceremonies are done, and we're ready to head down to pit lane, where the drivers are making their final preparations.
Drivers, start your engine!
Okay, Ben, keep fired up when you're ready, bud. They get fired in. Bring it up. Early.
Alright, so I didn't get to show you guys last weekend the point standings as of last weekend. William Byron stays in the same spot in 10th. Kevin Harvick gained one spot. He was in 7th last week. And we got Alex Bowman, who lost that after that race. Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, and Joey Logano stayed in their same positions as last weekend. So they've been staying there for a couple of races. Ryan Blaney, who I said earlier did well, has gained a spot. So he was 3rd last weekend. And now he's in 2nd. And Kyle Busch, after that wreck with Chase Elliott, those drivers right there are going to have such a prominent issue when it comes to Talledega, because all this is about to change. And I will guarantee you that somebody is going to lose a lot of points, or they're going to gain a lot of points. And right now, with 236 behind, and let me tell you, with that one win with Ryan Blaney, if he gets another win in the spot, he might be in first before these points are over. And if Haynes Bond leads up with the 12, that'll be something to see. Or my luck with a 24, and he'll gain his positions back up. On your pole position for this weekend at Talledega, it's going to be Denny Hamlin. Alongside him is going to be William Byron and the number 24. All right, your next row is going to be his teammate, Alex Bowman. Let's see if they work together. Next in line is going to be Joey Logano, last year's 2024 champion. Martin Truex seems to be the possible position for him a lot lately. Next in line is going to be Ryan Blaney, who's 2nd in points. Next in line, it's going to be Christopher Bell. Alongside that is going to be Chase Elliott. His father was amazing here over the years. See if he can accomplish the same thing. Kyle Busch, 3rd in points. Let's see if he can take up the 2nd spot. And then last but not least, Brad Keselowski. All right, guys, let's go racing, boys. All right, guys, here we go. Let's go racing, boys. Boogity, boogity, boogity at Talledega. And we are green flagged. As they come down 1 and 2, William Byron doesn't have enough, and Alex Bowman pushes. Oh, and Martin Truex doesn't decide to help him, and he's going to go around him. 3 wide in the back, 4 wide. And Martin Truex jumps in front of Alex Bowman. And here comes Christopher Bell. Teammates together. 1, 2, and 3. Kyle Busch right behind Christopher Bell. Woo, can't even speak. That's so exciting. Here we go. First lap and Christopher Bell. Oh, not enough. Here comes Kyle Busch. And he's going to be in second place as they come down. 1 and 2. Third lap in. They're all single file on the bottom. You're going to have to make moves on the top. And here comes Ryan Blaney with William Byron and Hinks Bond. Denny Hamlin, after a suffocating race last weekend at Richmond, maybe, just maybe, there'll be light at the end of the tunnel. As they come down to the finish line, and here comes Kyle Larson with a big old push. And Kyle Busch is going to put a stop to it already. Joe Gibbs cars, 1 and 2. Listen to those cars as they go down the back straightaway. You have to have a drafting partner at least at any point to be able to make any moves. Dale Earnhardt used to say back in the day that he could see the air. And he could make the moves like he did when he won here all those years ago. 25 years ago, Dale Earnhardt won that. And now, years later, we're here at Talledega with Denny Hamlin, the leader. Single file down the backstretch. Now, let's talk about Kyle Busch. Out of nowhere, I've warned everybody this year that Kyle Busch might have something out of his hat. Oh, and Kyle Larson's going to pass him. But he has done so great here at Talledega this weekend. Never had a problem. Was first in the first session of practice, and then Denny Hamlin out of nowhere took the second round and became first place. And now he's holding off the field here at Talledega. He has done so much. Had a bad last couple of races because of Hinks Bond. There he goes across the picture. And he slowly fell back, but looks like he's going to try to get a push from Martin Truex Jr. and Chase Elliott. They're going to stick with him. And Ross Chastain and Hinks Bond are going at it back there in the back. But William Byron has done so well this weekend. Was 5th in qualifying. Got bumped down a couple of spots last year here. And he done amazing last year. Won it last year. You couldn't prove a better story for him at the super speedways. Super speedways are his thing. Christopher Bell is getting pushed by Hinks Bond. Christopher Bell has done decent here at Talledega. In practice, he had a great run with his teammate, but he's starting to slowly fall back along with Kyle Busch. He's starting to slowly fall back, just like Kyle Busch. As another lap winds down. So I want to point out this weekend, this beautiful race car, this beautiful paint scheme here at Talledega, Joey Gase. Look at what he's driving. The number 28 car. Now, can anyone guess what that respectable paint scheme is for? These youngsters are not going to get it, so let's see if they get it. Let's give them a few minutes here. Okay, so let's give you a little bit of history here. All right. So the original driver behind this was Davey Allison. And the car owner at that time was Robert Yates. And this car was the Texaco car. I remember Kenny Irwin, and I think Ernie Irvin also drove this car. And we cannot forget Ricky Rudd has drove this race car, or at least this paint scheme. And it's amazing to see that car back on the track. It gives you that nostalgia feel, gives you some of that classic NASCAR vibes with that paint scheme. So I thought I'd point this out during the race where these little group of cars have pulled apart from the main pack. But right now, these guys right now are dueling it out. So this is quite a race to see right now. I would say the 48 has a classic paint scheme too, but not as classic as the 28. Alex Bowman slowly falling back with the 2 car. It's supposed to be Austin Hendrick. We're going to say it's Brad Keselowski right now. So anyway, these group of guys right now have been beating and banging with each other for a good hot minute. Ross Chastain in the number 42 has not let up on the back of the 3. Every time the 3 made a move, the 42 was there. And right now, with Alex Bowman slowly falling back, not getting help from his teammates, shows everyone that you have to be in the right place at the right time. Because it doesn't matter if you're teammates or not. You're moving back. And Kyle Larson is going to try to at least give a somewhat push to his teammate. And he's going to say, nah, I'm going to go underneath. I'm going to get Kyle Busch instead. Take a look at this. Oh! A crash! And he is spinning out of control. Wow. Let's take a look what happened. I never see, and oh, Joey Logano was a part of it too. Oh, and it was Hinks Bond, the troublemaker of every wreck and every race. Oh, Joey Logano gets part of it. The 43 car, the 8 car. Here we go down the backstretch. Oh, he just thought he was clear and he was not. Oh, Cindric or Keselowski almost got into it. Whoa, and Stenhouse hits him so hard he does a double spin. That looked fake as ever, but they keep going. Take a look at that. Let's take a look on board. Oh, he didn't have enough time. And he just collects everybody behind him. Wow. On board of Bubba Wallace. Both at the wrong place at the wrong time. And that's a shame. There's your battle for the lead. Mark Truex Jr., Hinks Bond, and Denny Hamlin. William Byron and Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch. All battling it out. And Hinks Bond goes 3 wide. That's not going to be enough. All these drivers are in the top of the points. Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex, and William Byron are thirsty for a win. Especially Kyle Busch. He hasn't had a win this year, and he is looking for a win, and he's going to try everything he can. And this paint scheme that he's driving makes me think of Bobby Labonte's 18 as they come down the backstretch. William Byron's going to look in the middle. Oh, Hinks Bond hits the 9. There they go, down the first 3 and 4. Hinkspawn pushes William Byron out of the way, and he's going to look on the bottom. Three and 4 wide. Martin Truex needs a win to stay available in the points. Hinkspawn makes the pass. And Hinkspawn takes the block under Martin Truex, and here brings Kyle Busch in the mix. The laps are starting to wind down as they come down 3 and 4. Both Bass Pro Shop cars are in the top spots, as Kyle Busch slowly lingers in the picture. He's going to need a drafting partner. He's going to bring Martin Truex to the top. Hinkspawn's going to go high. Ross Chastain creeps in. Does he help the number 3? Or does the 3 stay out? What a bold move back there from Alex Bowman and Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell dives underneath him. And here comes Kyle Busch on the top groove. He's going to bring his teammate with him, give him a little drafting help. Chase Elliott's involved. Ross Chastain tries to take the 3rd place away from the 19, or from the 18, excuse me. As they come down 1 and 2, Hinkspawn takes the high lane. And Martin Truex takes the lead again, bringing Ross Chastain, Denny Hamlin, and Chase Elliott. Ross Chastain's looking for a win here. He has not won at a super speedway. And now they start to clobber and to 3 to 4 wide. Denny Hamlin doesn't look like he's got the push, and Martin Truex Jr. leads another lap. Chase Elliott's going to look high, and it looks like the 21 is going to try to get underneath him, bringing William Byron and Kyle Busch. These laps are beginning to wind down. So many lead changes. So many different chances for the win. As they come down to 1 and 2, Chase Elliott in the high lane. The Wood Brothers car is going to come up to try to take the lead. It's not about teammates anymore. It's about who is pushing who. And coming down to 3 and 4, the Wood Brothers does not have a chance. All Chevrolets. And 2, I almost said Pontiacs, 2 Camrys. 1 Ford. And William Byron goes above Ross Chastain. Takes the 2nd spot away from him. They keep battling it out. Kyle Busch is going to be the one that's going to get the opportunity to pass him. Chase Elliott on the high side. Hinkspawn in the middle. Chase Elliott is out of the draft. Hinkspawn was not given the opportunity to draft with him. because Chase dropped the line. Hinksbond got left out. And now, oh, the opening came out. Hinksbond with Kyle Busch. Chase Elliott left Hinksbond in the dust, and here they come to prove otherwise, saying, hey, you can leave me out in the dust, but I'm going to bring some help. Kyle Busch to the bottom. What a bold move, leaving Hinksbond out to dry. That's bad news bears for Martin Truex, seeing the 3 back there. And Ross Chastain and Hinksbond back at it again as they bump into each other, coming down to 3. Kyle Busch pushes William Byron out of the second position, bring in Ross Chastain, and here they come 3 wide. Coming to the line, Kyle Busch on the high lane. Hinksbond goes with him. Now they're side by side. Hinksbond pushes aggressively on Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch, Martin Truex, Hinksbond, and William Byron. Ross Chastain. Oh! Martin Truex almost got spun out. And that brings the lead to Kyle Busch. Oh! Martin Truex almost nails the front bumper of Hinksbond. And they haven't got along. None of these drivers in the top 5 have got along, except for Kyle Busch and Hinksbond. They are the only 2 drivers that got along in the last 7 to 6 races. And he's going to bring William Byron. Nope, not enough. And they're going to come up on a lap car. And that's going to be a big problem here in a minute. Chastain slowly creeping into the picture with Chase Elliott. The opportunity presents itself. Chase Elliott will knock over the 3. And here he comes. Kyle Busch leads another lap. William Byron down the bottom. Cuts off Hinksbond. Now Chase Elliott is seeing Hinksbond. Let's see if they work together. I don't think they will. He's going to go to the high groove. Hinksbond does the block. Coming down to 3 and 4. Ross Chastain looks on the bottom of William Byron, but Byron balks him to keep the second position as Hinksbond goes above him. And they bump. They bang. They're coming down 3 and 4. They're still bumping into each other. That's good sights for Kyle Busch. William Byron is going to need help to get that pass as they come up on lap traffic. Hinksbond pushes Kyle Busch as they come down. And Kyle Busch. And here comes Ross. Oh, Ross Chastain gets pushed into the 36. Hinksbond does some block. That lap car will cause a bit of a problem if they stay with the lead pack. Here they come. Kyle Busch getting pushed by Hinksbond. The slow car slowing them down. And that's what Kyle Busch needed to see. Will Hing Spawn stay behind Kyle Busch? One can only hope. Hing Spawn has been dominated Talledega and Daytona in the last 5 years. To have him pushing you towards the end can either be a good thing or a bad thing. And right now, with only a few laps left to go, Kyle Busch is your leader. That lap down car made every bit of difference. And it don't take much here at Talledega for that, or anywhere at super speedways. Kyle Busch gets the push. I'm assuming that's 3 laps to go. My score monitor is a little bit off. Oh, Hing Spawn all over the back of Kyle Busch. Didn't take much for the lead pack to take away, as they're making moves out there in the back. Kyle Busch holds the lead strong. I think Bond slowly pulls back and pushes him forward. Gets that run. Here they come. Final lap. Does Kyle Busch have enough? Hing Spawn looks in the bottom. Pushing him more. Kyle Busch does some more blocking. Hing Spawn's gonna push back. And he pushes back just long enough. Here he comes. Hing Spawn to the pass. They're side by side. Hing Spawn's got the lead. Here they come to the checkered flag. And they're together. And the checkered flag into the air, and Kyle Busch leads the race and wins it. Wow. What a photo finish. Here is your race results. Kyle Busch and Hing Spawn are your top two. 17 thousandths of a second. That's insane. Kyle Busch, Ross Chastain, who's did amazing with Chip Ganassi this weekend, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., William Byron, Michael McDowell, Christopher Bell, Matt Benedetto are your top 10. Kyle Larson and Eric Almirola are your guys' top 12. That is crazy. All right, so that was our race this weekend. Let's go down victory lane. Let's see our winner, Kyle Busch. There is your race winner, Kyle Busch. Thank you for watching NASCAR on YouTube. The rowdy man himself wins in the Interstate Batteries